everyone, welcome back again to the channel. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be teaching us how to cut the spiral effect on the style we are working with, and this is another episode of this style. So guys, if you haven't watched the previous one, please do well to watch it, and I'm going to be dropping the link on the comment section so that you guys will check and watch as well. So guys, if this sounds like something you want to know, can you please don't forget to subscribe, hit on the notification bell, like, share and comment. So guys, without further ado, let's dive right into the main video. So guys, this is what we are going to be needing. We have this African prints here. Okay, I'm going to be using the remaining African prints for illustration, and I'm still going to cut more of this. Okay, then I have my scissors. And most important thing when you want to cut it, you need your boning. Okay, you need your boning. This boning, you need it. Sorry, it's actually scattered now, but you need your boning. Okay, get as much as possible. Okay, you can get the whole yards. I think we have 50 yards in one pack. Yeah, we have 50 yards in one pack. So you can get it, and this is 50 yards as well. So guys, to begin with, we are going to go ahead and fold this out. So guys, I want us to know that there are several ways we can cut this spiral effect, okay? So you can cut it through spiral effect itself, or you cut it through flay effect. So the next thing I'm just going to go ahead and do is to fold. So now guys, to cut this spiral effect, so go ahead and fold your fabric into a fold of 2 like this. And I told us earlier that we are going to be cutting it in form of a flay, okay? We are going to be cutting this in form of a flay. And the radius we are going to be working with for our flay is 2 inches. So you can use a maximum of 1 inch or half inch. The lower your radius, the fullest of your spiral. Let me repeat that again. The lower your radius, the more wide your spiral effect be. Okay. So guys, the next thing I'm going to go ahead and do now is to start taking my measurements. Now I need a length of 12 inches, like how wide I want the spiral effect to be. I want it to be 12 inches. So this will be the illustration, and our next tutorial will be how to attach it to our dress. Okay, so now I will be working with 12 inches here. Then I'm going to add extra 1 inch for my sewing allowance, which is 13 inches, and for the radius I'm going to be using 1.5, so which is 14.5. okay, I'm going to be working with 14.5 now. I'm going to chalk out 14.5. As you can see, I'm going to chalk out 14.5, as you can see here. Okay, this is 14.5 here. And remember to rule your starting points here, because you don't want that borderlines to start showing. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Please do not forget to do that because of this borderline. So guys, remember that this is 14.5. okay, this is 14.5. So for my coming down right now, I'm going to type, like I'm going to multiply that 14.5 times 2. So guys, this is my 14.5 here. Okay, I hope I told us the length I want for the spiral effect is 12 inches. Like I'm actually recapping what I said. Then 1 inch for stitching allowance, which is 13 inches. So I added 1.5 inch for the radius effect. So I measure out 14.5 inches now. Okay, so then to get this is the width now. To get the length we are going to be working with, I'm going to do times, like we are going to multiply that 14.5 times 2. So whatever you get, you're going to make it then. So 14.5 times 2 now. Now we have this to be 29 inches. Then I'm going to mark the 29 inches here and measure that 14.5 at that 29 inches point. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. So then I'm going to go ahead and rule this out. Then I'm going to cut it out as well. So this is just a basic way to cut it, a simplest way to cut it. So then I'm just going to go ahead and cut this out. So now this is what we are going to work in it. This is just illustration, okay? So this is just an illustration for us. So then I'm going to refold this into 2, okay? So that is how we are going to go about it when you want to fold yours, or when you want to cut something like this, okay? So you're just going to cut multiple layers of this, okay? We are working with a very long one. You cut multiple layers of this, okay? So remember that our radius is 1.5 inches. I'm going to mark the 1.5 inches here, okay? I'm going to mark it all over the 1.5 inches. I'm going to mark it all over, okay, like so. So I'm going to mark my desired length, which is 13 inches from here. So I have the 13 inches from here. 13 inches. So remember that I'm working with 12 inches, but the 1 inch is for my stitching allowance, okay? So now guys, the next thing I'm going to go out to do now is to cut out. So guys, this is it right here now, as you can see. So I have it here. So it's in the form of a flea. I'm just going to go ahead and open one part all out. So this is how it's going to be. So can you see? So when you open up, when you add your bone into it will be more spiral, like it will have more shape than this. Okay. So now the next thing we are going to go ahead and do now is I'm just going to go ahead and cut multiple, like I'm going to cut times multiple of this flake. Okay. I don't even know the exact. I don't know how many times I'm going to cut it, but I'm going to go ahead and cut multiple of this till I have a very long flake out. Okay. Till I have a very long flake, I'll go ahead and cut this behind the camera. So guys, I'm going to join this together, and as you can see, I'm having a very long flake. I hope you guys can see. So the next thing we're going to go ahead and do now is to start attaching bone to the end line, okay? So now to attach the bone now, trust me, you can use the sewable bone and you can use the one that is not sewable. So if you're using the one that is not sewable, just go ahead and create a space for it where the bone will stay. But since I'm working with a bone that I can sew, so I'm going to be sewing on it. Well, I'm going to be sewing at this edge, this tiny edge here. I'm just going to go ahead and sew it on it like so. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and sew it on it. So guys, please when you want to sew it on it, like so, you're going to turn it to your right side, you place it like this. Make sure you leave a like more or less like half inch, okay, depending on how wide your body is, okay. You place it like this. Just go ahead and stitch this part first, this tiny part on your fabric, okay. So after stitching it, you bring it back and you bring your fabric like this and place it this way, then you stitch on top of it. Well, I'm going to first of all go ahead and stitch this bony on it first. So guys, as you can see, I'm going to attach bony around that. As you can see, it's already forming this spiral effect, okay. Now I told us that we should leave about half inch at this side, okay. Then I'm going to go all over to my sewing machine now to stitch this on it like so, okay. I'm going to go ahead and top stitch. Don't do it twice, just do it just one time. Go ahead and top stitch all around. So after doing that, I'm going to go ahead and attach boning to this part as well. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and attach boning to this part as well. Okay, then after doing this part, I'm going to go ahead and fold it the way I'm going to do this. Okay, so I'm going to head over to my sewing machine now to do that. Guys, as you can see, I'm gonna to turn it out, and as you can see, it's already forming itself. So the next thing we're going to go ahead and do now is go ahead and trim off the excess. Okay, we need the flatness, okay, so that this won't be showing. So you're going to trim it, like you're going to trim it off so you have a very small size. Okay, so can you see that is how you're going to do it all the way. So after doing it this way, then you go ahead and attach this to your gown bead, sleeve, anything you want to do. And at this age, just go, I can't leave it that way, like that. So I tend to use another boning for this part, but I'm thinking I'm running out of bone, so that's why I pipe it with the actual fabric. So you can just go ahead and be creative with this. Okay, you can be creative with this. Okay, you can go ahead and be creative with this, as you see. So you can do it anyhow. You can bring one, if this, like if you're working with a thicker fabric, you can bring one at the top of your neck. Okay, you can just go ahead and be creative with this. But don't worry guys, trust me, we are going to be doing this together. Okay, so guys, I'll go ahead and cut out multiple layers of this, and I hope we actually understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, this effect, I'm going to be working with myself. I'm going to be dropping it with myself. Since my manicure is not a pinnable manicure, so if you have a pinnable manicure, that would be a very good one. But since I don't have a pinnable manicure, I'm going to be using myself to drape it. And since I'm using myself, I have to add a standing mirror, and which I have. So I'm going to go ahead and change into the short dress now. So alright guys, I'm gonna need to change to the short gown of the actual fabric, and that is it right there. So the next thing for us to do now is to start draping on it. That is, we should start draping the floral effects on it. But I told us earlier that this is actually depends on how creative you are. Okay, it actually depends on how creative you are. But since I already have the goal, like I've already imagined of how I wanted it to be, like I want a floral effects around that bust area, so that's what I'm actually working towards. Okay, so you can decide to go with another design yourself. I can also decide to go with another design, but this is what I've already imagined. Okay, so this is not actually easy at first, but just have to keep pushing that. It has bony in it, so it's kind of difficult. Can you see? I wanted to put it like that. This is another design as well, so that is why I told you that it is how creative you are. Okay, so you can do it. All right, so now guys, I'm going to leave you guys now to enjoy the process of this stripping. if you have part, I'm just, this is the bigger one. Yes, this is the next one. We can just go ahead and be creative. This is actually easy for me, but with God, what's impossible. So this is right now. Yes, now. So the other part, I want to actually drape this part, okay? So I want it to flow I want the other part to flow, but I cannot actually leave it at the front. I'll actually bring it to the side of my hip. So just watch me. So guys, I've successfully pinned it down. So then I'm just going to go ahead and off it, put it on my manicure. Then I'm going to start attaching with my needle and thread your hand stitch. Okay, you're not going to use your sewing machine for this. You're going to be using your hand needle for this. So now guys, since I have an idea that this is how it's going to be, so I'm going to go ahead and off it now and put it on my body fold. Then I'm going to start using my hand needle to pin this down, okay? So after pinning it down, I'm going to go ahead and readjust the hip line as well, okay? So alright guys, this is after draping it on my fabric. Then I'm gonna add to use my hand needle to stitch it down. And this is the final result of this outfit. I hope I kill it. So guys, so guys, tell me what you feel about this dress in the comment section. And I hope we love the dress. So see you guys to my next one, guys. I love you all. Bye.